I am one with my glorious I Am presence and Holy Christ Self, my personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment. I pull in my aura so it is fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. I come to you as always with great love and joy that I wish to fill you with, not only as you listen to these videos, but throughout your entire day. In order for you to be filled with divine love and light, you must focus upon it. Consciously open up yourself to receive it. This is a very important part of the practice, beloveds. Consciously receiving the energies that the universe is pouring forth upon you. It will greatly enhance the effect within your being as you participate consciously in it. This light is pouring forth to everyone, everywhere. But there are still those who are resisting, who are refusing to acknowledge the presence of the light in their world. And so they, beloveds, are receiving only a minuscule portion of the benefits that they could be receiving were they to welcome it into their being consciously and fully. So I remind you that it is important to receive this light consciously, to allow it into your being to do its perfect work, knowing that part of that perfect work is to cleanse out, to bring to the surface those thoughts and feelings that have long festered, whether it be in your physical body, your emotional body, or your mental body. They have created blocks of stagnant energy. Light, when it is active, is in constant motion. And when your body and your subtle bodies are able to allow the light to pass through them freely, having its perfect activity within you, is when you will no longer be sick or even able to catch a disease of any kind. It is the movement of the light that brings health and well-being into your world. So negative thoughts and feelings create blockages in the movement. The light is not allowed to enter into certain spaces because of the blocked or stagnant energy. Therefore, this light that we are sharing with you at this time is specially programmed to break through those blockages, to bring them to the surface of your consciousness so that you can deal with them when necessary and choose other methods of dealing with those circumstances that originally provoked the energies. Let me make this clear to you. Let's say you suffered a break in a relationship. This rupture caused you to become sad and depressed and to adapt certain habits or actions to deal with all of your distraught emotions. So these negative emotions and the actions that you took to deal with them remain in your various body as energy blockages. So the light comes through and brings these back into your conscious memory. Then a similar experience will come to you. It may not be the end of the relationship, but it will be something that will provoke those feelings of distress and sadness. And you will have the opportunity to deal with them differently. If you can understand them as simply being the thoughts and feelings of the ego mind, which has no greater reality than that which you give it, these thoughts and feelings will pass through you very quickly. You can perceive them from the perspective of the I Am Presence, who regards all of those with compassion and with love for the part of you that is experiencing those sad feelings. Once you have clearly been able to react to that type of situation with love and compassion for yourself, and with the wisdom that there is no greater reality to those negative thoughts and feelings than that which you give them, this experience will not have to be repeated. So some of you think that as you receive the light, you will be automatically floating on a cloud of bliss. Unfortunately, that does not happen, beloveds. The first result of receiving this light is the cleansing process that you will need to go through. However, after you've gone through the process, then you will begin to experience moments of bliss. They may be short-lived in the beginning, but those periods of experiencing bliss will grow in length. They will become longer, because that is your true natural state as a divine being, having experienced the ascension or enlightenment, whatever you want to call the process by which you return to your true nature and no longer identify with the body, the thoughts, or the emotions. So I ask you to be patient with yourself, to not judge the process, even when it becomes very difficult. A lot of you are experiencing physical pain in your body, which is being called by some ascension symptoms, which is in fact part of this process of release of the stagnant, blocked energies. Sometimes it'll take an instant for these energies to be released, and you may experience a flash of pain that instantly disappears. At other times, you may experience a painful situation that lasts for weeks or even months, because it is part of a deeper process. And the pain is simply an outward manifestation of a deep and complex process that is taking place spontaneously, that is without your control, on the innermost levels of your being. Once again, I advise patience and non-judgment. Do what you can to alleviate the pain. But even if you go to see a doctor, it is most likely that they will not find a physical cause for this pain, because it is pain that is being released, that has been held within your being, perhaps for many lifetimes. A regression may help, but it also may not, if this is simply a karmic payback for events that occurred long, long ago. This ascension process is very complex and is unique and different for every one of you. So I ask you to trust, to know that every single one of your prayers is heard, even if it is not answered in the way that you want it to be answered. You have many angels assisting you, ascended masters, and other light beings that you are not familiar with, who are constantly around you, whispering their inspiration and suggestions to you. Now is a time more than ever to follow your inner guidance, because what is happening to you is unique for you, and your way of dealing with it is also unique. And so the best advice you can possibly receive is that which comes to you from within. Even if you are not consciously channeling your guides, they will speak to you in the form of your intuition, in such a way that you cannot identify from whom it is coming. You might even think it is coming from yourself. But unless the suggestion is totally crazy or makes you feel anxious or afraid, try it out. What do you have to lose, beloveds? Trying out these suggestions from your intuition will help you gain confidence in their accuracy, and it will make it easier for you to follow that guidance in the future when things become more difficult. And they will, beloveds. So please develop this ability now to receive the light, to receive guidance, to go through whatever it takes in order for you to become whole and divine and return to your true nature as a perfect child of God. I thank you for listening. I love you and bless you always. I am Metatron.